welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan if you are new around here, and today I'd like to show you an amazing chocolate chip banana bread recipe. And this video has been so highly requested since I did my pantry organization tour, and I'm finally getting around to filming it. If you did not watch the pantry organization video, I'll link it down below. You can catch up with that a little bit later. Also, before I get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the little bell that will pop up there beside it. That way you are notified anytime I post a new video. Currently I'm posting every Thursday and sometimes on Mondays. Actually, today is my induction day. So I decided I'm going to film this video while I am trying to keep my mind off of what's going to be happening this evening. We're going into the hospital, and yeah, today I'm currently 41 weeks and a day. Anyway, so I thought I would shoot this video just so I have something to keep my mind off of things, and I feel great, so why not? If you hear any chatting in the background, my daughter is around today, and so she will probably not be totally quiet the whole time. Also, I debated whether I wanted to make this video really quick and snappy, or if I wanted to make it more of a chatty cook with me type of thing, and I have a feeling it's going to be a little chatty. So if you do want to just find the recipe, hit the show more button down below and it'll expand and you'll find the recipe right there. But I would love to have you stick around and cook with me. I'm going to be sharing a few of the tips I've learned with baking this banana bread, and yeah, I'm glad you're here. Okay, first of all, I always like to gather all my ingredients because I'm known to forget something and realize I don't have it. But here's everything I need, and you might notice that I have two different kinds of chocolate chips. These are the chunks, and then these are the mini semi-sweet chocolate chips, and that's just what I had on hand. You can use whatever you want. I'm gonna actually probably use a mixture. I need 1.25 cups, I think it is, so I'm not actually sure if I'll need both or not. And yeah, the other ingredients are pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 300. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to put my dry ingredients together in a bowl. And I love this recipe because it's kind of from scratch. It tastes like it's from scratch, but you're still using a bought cake mix and a pudding mix, and so it makes it really easy. And I just always keep these things on hand because there's so many different ways you can use those two ingredients. Okay, and then I'm just adding my vanilla pudding mix in as well. And that is it for the dry ingredients. So I'm just gonna whisk that together and set that aside. Now for the bananas, you just need 3 bananas, and these actually look really good. 3 large ones. So I'm gonna pick out the biggest ones I have here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And seriously, I don't always use bananas that look this nice. Actually, when I have bananas about to go bad, that's when I usually make my banana bread. But yeah, so you can use the ugliest bananas that you want and it'll just be even sweeter. And I'm not necessarily calling this a healthy banana bread recipe, but you know, I feel like it has to be a lot better for you than straight chocolate cake or something like that, because there is bananas and stuff in it, and you are making it mostly from scratch. I think I am going to add another half a banana because it's not super touchy, I guess I should say, but 3 large bananas is just about right, and these are more like 3 medium. So I'm going to add another half of a banana, and you can kind of do that with this recipe. If you have smaller bananas, you could just do 4 small bananas kind of, but 3 large bananas is a good rule of thumb. And then my daughter can just eat the other half of that banana for lunch. Okay. And we're gonna just blend this, puree it together with the water. So I need 3/4 of a cup of water. I just love my little Ninja. Super fast and way easy on the cleanup. Okay, that looks good. Sometimes there's chunks in there yet. You have to do it one more time, but that looks good. Okay. Now we can just add the rest of the things together. So we have the dry ingredients, we have the banana, 1/3 of a cup oil, and the 4 eggs. And I'm being brave here. I have a helper if you can't hear. I'm being pretty brave here. Usually I crack my eggs into another container first, just in case there's shells. So let's hope I don't mess up here. There we go. Yep, that looks good. You're just gonna mix it for a minute and then kind of stir it around and mix it for another minute. And I'm just gonna do that on a 3. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna whisk it together a little bit with a spatula yet. And as you can see, it's pretty yellow. Yours might not be that yellow if you don't use free range eggs. These yolks, I don't know if you saw, were really bright orange. So that's what's making this batter look so bright yellow. Also, I think your brand of vanilla pudding can also make a difference in the color. Okay, now the best part, and you can totally opt out of this or you can use nuts. I'm not a nut person really, and I just love the chocolate chips. So you want a cup and a quarter, and I think that's going to be about a little less than the whole bag. Yep, about like that. And I have a problem with sometimes you wouldn't think these little itty bitty chocolate chips would sink down in the batter, but the batter is actually not very thick. And oftentimes I have a problem of these chocolate chips sinking to the bottom and like you have most of the chocolate on the bottom. So I'm just gonna toss this in a little bit of flour, so hopefully that it helps with that problem. So as you can see, I just put 2 tablespoons on top and now I'm just sifting it down through. It's not gonna affect your recipe at all. And in they go. Now when it comes to actually baking the batter, you kind of have 2 options. I usually don't pay attention too much to the time because I'm always just using a toothpick to see when it's done inside. But you can do either the traditional loaf pans, which I think is what I'm gonna do today, or sometimes I'll do 1 big loaf pan and then do a few smaller ones that I can give away. Because this makes a pretty decent sized batch, or I'll freeze it as well. So you kind of can do what you want. The time down below is for if you're using a loaf pan, but I would still watch it anyway because nobody likes overdone banana bread. And make sure you spray everything really well. Now, have you guys tried Joanna Gaines banana bread? I have tried it. Oh my word, it is so good. But I wouldn't really put this and Joanna Gaines's banana bread in the same category really. Hers is more like a coffee cake kind of because you cut it in squares and it has like a crumb thing on top. This is more like a traditional loaf of banana bread. So I'm just halving the batter. Half in the one loaf, half in the other. Are you like me? I can never get it quite perfect. I think I want 1 scoop in here. Maybe 2. There we go. Now into the oven at 300 degrees for an hour to an hour and a quarter. But like I said, I'm gonna start checking it around 45 minutes already. So I'm gonna clean up all this mess and maybe read a book to this little girl. I can't believe it. You're gonna be a big sister. But you'll always be my favorite. I think I'm gonna have lots of favorites. At least 2, right? Okay, that did take about an hour and 10 minutes. So it was good I was watching it. Okay, I changed shirts in case you were wondering. I was getting kind of cold, so I put a sweater on. Anyway, let me show you how I get them out of the pan, and let's hope it works on camera. So I just let them rest for about 15 minutes, and it seems like they're pretty loose off the edge of the pan. So I'm just gonna flip them out. You can flip them out right onto your oven top or countertop. Yes, I think I'm gonna put down a tea towel and just put them on here. And slowly just flip them out. Wow, look at that. Came out nice and clean. Okay, and then I'll just flip it over. There's 1. And there's 2. Still very warm yet. And then I'll just leave them there to cool. And then I'll cut into a slice so we can see how the chocolate chips look inside. Okay, let's see what we have here. I do admit this is not the prettiest pastry in the world, but it tastes amazing. It's super sticky and, oh, you know the word I hate, moist, but oh wow, look at that. Beautiful. And there we have it. Beautiful slice of banana bread. So I'm just gonna plate this up and take some pictures for my thumbnail. And feel free to pop these in the freezer. Just make sure they're definitely sealed tightly. either in a container or wrapped really well and put in a freezer bag, and they keep for a long time. Super good to pull out when you have company coming, just something to serve alongside coffee or tea. Okay, so I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. This base of this recipe I actually got from a retirement home that I worked at for years and years, and it called for pounds and pounds of cake mix and things like that, and so I think I figured out the exact quantities to make it just perfect for a small batch. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you tried it out. Let me know if you did and how you liked it. And if there's any variations that you've tried that were really good, I'd love to know. So if you like this whole bake with me style of a video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll be sure to do more of those in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Ivani, can you wave hi to the camera? Hi. She's playing with her sensory bit over there. And I'm gonna try out my banana bread. Oh my word. It's so good warm. Now I have to talk so that you can't see my teeth because I'm sure there's chocolate everywhere. Good grief. How do those Food Network stars eat pretty? I can't eat pretty, that's for sure. Okay, no more watching this.